welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Well, today we have a special guest today. It's got to do with healthcare and with beauty. So we have two beautiful young ladies on the show. We have Ann Cadena and Angela Gardner.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for
We're
having
going
us.
to be talking about your specialties, what you both do in your business, and get information to our viewers out there. Because, I mean, we're talking about a lot of seniors, and we're talking about beauty. So both got the combination of both, because you got to do with beauty. And as we get older, it's like wine, we get better as well. I think the seniors get even prettier to me.
Oh, that's nice.
I believe so, yes.
Anyway, so tell us a little bit about what you do, Anna.
Ann. Yes. Well, I'm with Bright Star in home care.
Mm-hmm.
We provide a higher standard of care.
Mm-hmm.
We are different because other than the other PCA companies or personal care assistant companies, where we have a whole nursing skilled team that actually sees the day-to-day care of our clients, as well as our caregivers, as well as our field team and scheduling as well. So we're all very much involved in each client's care on a daily basis. So that makes us a little bit different. We do go through all of Las Vegas, Henderson, and Boulder City. And we've been around for about 10 years. We are independently owned, and our location here in Vegas has been around for 10 years. But they are all over the United States as well.
Okay, so now, if let's say somebody gets senior, you deal mainly with seniors?
Yes, but we will take on other clients as well.
Okay, so if somebody that has a surgery or something, then they have to go home. That's where you guys come in, right?
That's where we come in, yes.
So how do you do the evaluation for them to be qualified?
One of the business developments, either me or my coworker, will go out and see one of the clients, and we'll bring a field team, which is usually a skilled nursing person that's part of our team, out to meet with the client and the family if the family is present. And we just get a feel for what kind of personality, what do they like, what kind of special care needs they need, because each one of them is individual.
Right.
So we do individual care as well.
Now, so let's say somebody senior, somebody have dementia, Alzheimer's, or
Yes.
Parkinson's. How do you deal with that?
All our caregivers and our staff is actually trained with dementia, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's, as well as some hospice as well.
Okay.
So we've all been involved in one point in our career with that. So we're all trained, and our caregivers go through a training process as well.
So how about for infusions and wound care? You do that?
We do. We can do infusions as well, and wound care after the patient's insurance, let's say, runs out and they still need more care. We can come in, and our nurses will assess them as well, see what other needs they may have, but also take care of the IVs and also the wound care.
So that includes medication as well?
Yes.
Prescriptions?
Yes, and that's through our nursing staff.
Mm-hmm. So the staff that comes to the homes to see them, are they RNs or what?
Yes, we have all of our nurses are RNs. We also have caregivers that are CNAs as well.
Mm-hmm.
They all go through a very structured training. So every one of our caregivers, and we have over 100 here just in Vegas, they all go through this training. So they all are familiar with dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancer patients. So everyone's got all that training that we give them. If they need extra training, we do that as well.
Good, very good. Okay, so now Angela, let's talk about your position. What do you do in your beauty industry?
So I am the owner of AG Hair and Beauty. And I also am an owner with my partner, Victoria. We own Glam Event LV. But what we do is we go out, as AG Hair and Beauty does, goes to patients or residents that are in long-term assisted living or short-term rehabilitation centers, and we'll provide the services for them because they're not able to come out of the facility. We'll go give them their haircuts, shampoo their hair. Also, Anne has referred a patient to me so far, and nurse will help us. We go to their home and cut their hair or do the pedicures. So we go to the patients. And
how about now for myself? I mean, how can I get my hair done?
I think we just give you a scalp massage. That'd be great for
We'll
you.
settle for that. Polish me up, right?
There you go.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
So yeah, we want to be able to give to the community. I know this is an underserviced community, and we want to be able to provide our services to everyone. And we do it at a very low cost because we know a lot of the patients, the residents, are on a low income, and so we provide these services at a very reasonable price so that they're able to afford us. And so we enjoy what we do.
Okay. Now, how long have you been doing this now?
So I've been doing hair for 11 years. I got it from my mom. My mom owned a salon, and now she has joined the team. And so she's the one that's going out and doing the manicures and pedicures, and she's loving it. She is super excited to be out and able to work with me too.
Okay. Have you guys expanded to different parts of Nevada?
So we are we're starting to talk to different living assistant facilities, and we're trying to go to Boulder. We would even be willing to go to Pahrump, anywhere that we can assist. And I know the feedback has been tremendous.
Yeah.
It's just an underserviced community, and so we're able to go anywhere here in Nevada because we are licensed in Nevada.
How was you able to deal with the pandemic, with the coronavirus? How do you handle that with the kind of difficult?
So we were shut down. We shut down in March, and we were shut down for 8 weeks. And when we were shut down, I had a list of clients that were messaging me on a waiting list because we needed to be limited as to how many people we were allowed to be seen. I had a list, and I was the busiest once we opened because everyone wanted to get their hair done, or they just wanted to get out of the house. So that's how we did that.
Good, very good. Now, and tell me that during the pandemic period, when you had all this, a lot of individuals were afraid to get out.
Yes.
And even your nurses had to go in. It was a little touch and go at that time. Can you tell us a little bit, walk us through what happened?
Yeah, it was the busiest time, honestly, for our seniors and for, anyone that needed any kind of medical attention or just daily living activities, whether it was cooking dinner, maybe giving them a shower, anything like that. It was very difficult. But we were quite busy, actually, at the time. Our nurses also would just, take just those steps to be very careful and service those clients that maybe did have COVID. But, it was very touch and go, but we certainly helped a lot of families, and we're still doing that.
Yeah, well,
So-
we still have to be careful. And now the COVID has not been as bad as it was a while back.
No. The CDC has lifted a lot of the, no mask kind of thing. But still, we have clients that still prefer that, and they want to take that extra measure. So we're willing to work with them on that as well. If that's what they require, that's what we'll do.
Now, you say that you have different kind of services that are given to the seniors when you go out there. Now, when somebody, let's say somebody is new to this, something new, what's the first step they should take for information?
I would like to know, as much as they can tell me, but that's where we do our assessments, or we call them just home visits.
Right.
And that's whether they're in skilled nursing or a rehab center and they're waiting to come home, or even the hospital will go sometimes too. And just kind of assess them and find out what their needs are, find out what their medical history is, and therefore we share that with our RNs who come out on the first visit as well.
Well, so going to the home, there's got to be something that got a little, I guess, more difficult than. Can you also go to the hospitals and?
Yes.
What do you do at the hospital? How's the combination with the clinics at the hospital, home care? How do you do with that?
It's I've been in Vegas for 27 years, just almost as long as you, Joe.
Okay.
And so I've been in healthcare that long, so I do know a lot of our staff at the different hospitals and skilled nursing and rehab. So if I get a client from there, whether the client's family is calling and has just heard about Bright Star, I will certainly go out there and just, assess the client. I'll take a nurse team or a field team with me,
At the hospital.
Yes, and then we will just assess the client together.
And
as well as the
then from
family.
there, they make the transition to get to when they get home.
Yes.
You're ready to start with them.
We're already ready to start. We get a schedule from them. Oh, well, they're discharging on this day. All right, do you want us to come at that time when they discharge? And 9 times out of 10, they want to be able to go home and know that their loved one is being taken care of right as soon as they get out of the hospital.
Right.
So,
It got to be something. It's not easy, especially when it's the first time it happens for the first time. They don't know what's going on. They're
Yes.
kind of lost, and that's where you come in with the evaluation. You kind of like a checklist of everything, their past history, their
Yes.
family members, and their health mentally, how they are mentally,
Sure.
physically,
Yes.
whatnot. All of that is a big checklist before you start working with them, right?
very big checklist. Sometimes it'll take 2 hours. Just, you want to hear what those clients and families' needs are. So you don't want to rush them. You want them to be comfortable. You're having caregivers in your home or their home. So we try and make them as comfortable as possible during that time as well. And so by the time we get them all set up, we're on a first name basis. We check in on them, throughout the week, sometimes daily if needed.
Now, I know that here there's a language barrier sometimes. There's a little issues with different languages here. How do you deal with that?
We have over 100 caregivers on staff here in Las Vegas. We have all types that speak different languages. So that helps us go out and talk to someone who maybe, I don't know how to speak German or what have you. I can certainly take a team member with me who can, if needed, translate for me. So
Very good. Now, Angela, going back to you, Angela, you're how is that? Are you able to deal with individuals that are also suffering from, let's say, dementia, Alzheimer's, or whatever? How do you deal with that?
Well, dementia is very close to home here. My grandmother was just recently diagnosed with dementia. So I have patience, be loving and caring, and that's just how I treat everyone as if I was talking to my grandmother. And that's the love and the care that I provide to each resident, client. I don't see them just as a client. It's as if I was treating with my grandmother. And so that's how we do it.
Yeah, that's good to hear that, because that's what a lot of our seniors out there and family members watching the show, they know that when we have, I also have an assisted living myself, and we're just talking about the way my employees are the same way. They treat them like family
Like
members,
family,
and that's very
yes.
important. I know you saw the other night when we had an event the other night. One of the two individuals were there. The parent, the daughter was of one, and the other one was like a brother, like to one of, and they're like you. They say we treat our people like family members. We love
Right.
them, and that's very important that people know that we're out there in the healthcare business. We have to give them that love and attention
Of course.
that's needed, because a lot of individuals, they fear about how they're going to be treated the right way. And that's so important in life.
it very much is important. And with our clients as well, like I said, we're on a first name basis, and I feel that that relationship that you build with them, and it is just like family. I would not send out any caregiver, to a client's home that I wouldn't have at my own family's home.
Right.
So.
Now, if somebody wanted to reach out to you, or you have a website where they can get information about
We
the
do.
services that you rendered to them?
We do. We have Bright Star Las Vegas, or there's also a phone number they can call and get information. And if they want to, set up a complimentary assessment, we can do that as well.
What phone number can they reach out to?
702-982-2273.
Okay, that's a number. Repeat that again for our
It's
viewers.
702-982-2273. And you will always get a live person that is a local team member on our team that will be able to answer any questions that you might have. You won't get an answering service, or it won't ring endlessly. There's always someone 24/7 that'll be able to take your call about any questions or about our office or any care.
Y si habla en español, también están disponibles.
Yes, very much so. We do speak all
Hablamos
languages.
español.
Yes, we do.
That's good to know, because a lot of individuals are afraid to get on the phone and call them. How do, will they understand me?
Right.
But sí, hablamos español.
Sí, hablo español. Yes,
Un
muy
poquito,
bien.
muy bien.
Muy bien. Necesito practicar un poquito más, pero I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Now, Angela, going back to you, your services, I mean, people want to keep themselves looking sharp and keeping their nails and the pedicures, everything nice. Is that an ongoing thing that these individuals, once they start getting the services that you render to them, how is that? I mean, do they feel like they want to, you keep coming back to them?
So actually, we had she's the director of Vegas Healthcare, Yvette Solina. So Yvette, thank you, Yvette, for referring your mom to us. And she loved her pedicure so much. I heard that she had been taken to different salons to be treated for a pedicure, but unfortunately they were not able to help her the proper way. So my mom went to her, and Yvette's mom is now scheduled for her next appointment because she was that happy. So they can definitely schedule multiple appointments, and
That's great.
we're happy to do that.
Okay. Now, as far as the, okay, they do that, the beauty, the manicure. How about massages?
So we're not massage therapists, but maybe in the future we might get someone maybe with our agency. Like I said, I also own a agency, Glam Events LV, and so we have a photographer, we have other hairstylists, makeup artists. So if they want to get glammed up, we're definitely in the process of growing. And
Good.
Yes,
How
definitely.
about for activities? Anything you work with anybody to create activities? Let's say they want a special event, a party, a birthday party, or just a get together. Do you have anything that you deal with that?
We actually we do a lot of activities. As far as we're actually, Glam Events LV is hosting a makeup and wine class. So we are teaching people, and we get a lot of people that say, I wish I really knew how to glam myself up, or they just want to feel good for the night. So we're offering that.
Maybe they don't want to make a maybe they want to drink the wine, eh?
Maybe they just can come and drink the wine. Yeah, definitely. You're more than welcome to come, Joe. Yeah, bring the wife.
I'm not a wino, but once in a while I have a little glass of wine.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Angela, tell me about now with your activities. You say you deal with activities like that of beauty, and you're looking to maybe enhance your
Yes,
business
definitely.
with massages, get a massage therapist on board eventually.
Yes.
Activities that are to different events. I mean, you guys are really growing here in Vegas.
We are definitely growing. We're just out there to help the community, to grow our business, and there's just so much to offer in this industry.
Good.
And so we love, and we are talking to, I think it was someone from your mixer that we met the other night, and she actually said she would love to host an activity to have the seniors maybe get a manicure and at their facility. So we're definitely open to all of that.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, you say you're friends with Deanne Cameron.
Yes, I am.
She's a director, the chairperson of the senior
She
program.
has been amazing. She is everywhere, helping seniors. Just a very good advocate, as well as her and her husband bringing in the music.
Sites, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that they will be at like skilled facilities or wherever people will have them. She was actually, her and Seth were actually at my dad's 90th birthday party and did some entertaining there, and that was awesome.
Sites is a great entertainer.
Oh, they're so good, and their genres are like endless. So whatever you like, they will sing and play for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, we need a little bit of that all the time. A little bit of activities going on, a little music, a little comedy, a little bit of everything. Keep these seniors going, right?
Of course.
Keep them alive and keep them young.
Very much so.
And the dancing is so important because that's kind of like keep them their
It
body
keeps them
movement.
physically moving and gets their mind always going, especially with your dementia and Alzheimer's patients, as well as Parkinson's. You want to keep them as active as possible.
I saw a program back in New York a couple of years back where they had individuals suffering from Parkinson's. They were in the gym hitting the heavy bag, and they were like hitting the bag. And I asked the gentleman, why do you have these patients? They said, Joe, we found out that by them punching the bag, they seem to be getting off medication, not as much medication as they were before, but keep them active, fitting the bags and whatnot. And I know with the Cleveland Clinic in Las Vegas, they have
Yes.
Charlie Bernick, who's the director there with the mental, with the healthcare. They kind of like have a study with brain injuries, individuals suffering from either dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and because we're looking at the boxers and football players who could receive head injuries, and to see where they are today compared to where they were 10 years ago, or to where they are today, where they're going to be 10 years down the line. So they're doing the study there just to see, get a program to see more or less how they can treat them a little bit better. And I think that I was telling them one day about the music. You get to see it, put into music. And I know my mother-in-law, Esther, may she rest in peace, we used to put on music for her, and she used to know word for word everything when it came to songs, especially her songs from Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice.
And she could dance. And I see a lot of seniors, they love to dance, they love to sing, and I think a lot of that is part of the therapy that comes along with the healthcare.
Oh, it does. It does. I know there's an organization that goes out to where seniors live and do like music and get them, as well as, we were talking about Deanna and Seth also, but that does, as long as you keep active, I think that's just like the number one thing, mentally and physically, just a little bit of the physical if you can't do too much. But with our services, we kind of help you do that as well, and PT, we do some physical
therapy,
yes.
exercise, anything. Just keep your arm going, keep your arm.
Yes, just keep going.
Don't stop, right?
Don't stop.
Age is only a number, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You see some of these seniors out there, they love to dance. You see them dancing. I know when I go to some events where Diane and Sides are performing, you see a lot of seniors out there dancing. They're like teenagers out there dancing.
They are.
I say, they're so happy, and that's what they need like every day.
Yeah, they do it.
They can do it. They can do it every day.
Oh,
I met a senior the other day, 84 years old. She plays ping pong. Her name is Tina Bond, and she's with the Metals Homes.
Oh, yes.
And there's a lady there that I had on my shoulder a while back, Christy, and she was the director of that place. She's the director. She's been there for 17 years. She said, Joe, this lady, Tina, she loves to play ping pong like 3 times a week. She loves to dance. She loves to sing. And she does a lot of volunteer work there. She said the seniors keep going. They keep themselves busy, keep themselves active.
Staying active.
And that is so important,
It is.
If you don't use it, you lose it, right?
It's very true. Yeah. It's very true. So you want to keep using it, as much as you can.
That's it.
You
hear that, our guy there? Keep using it, or you're going to lose it. Keep yourself going all the time. Do what you do in the past. Don't you sit at home on a rocking chair or be a couch potato. Do something. Get exercise. Do something every day. I mean, it's not better than keep yourself going, keep yourself motivated. If you believe in yourself and love yourself, and think about how beautiful you are back then, how beautiful you are today. Because that's why we have Angela here today. Talk to you about that beauty.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, when we get older, we age, right? Like fine wine.
That's it. Now, anything else you want to share with our viewers out there in reference to anything that we might have missed in the conversation here today?
Well, if you have any questions at all, like I said, please call our office. We take long-term insurance as well, which I think a lot of seniors still have long-term insurance. And we can go out and do a complimentary visit, even if they just want, information. Mm-hmm. So
now, what do you recommend for some of the seniors out there, being that you have a list of the questionnaire, yes, kind of question, driving.
Driving, that's a difficult one. Having that driving talk with your, family member, as I had to do with my father when he was 80 some years old. It is that difficult, it is that difficult talk. A lot of them still want to be out there driving. Right. Might have some dementia. I think that's probably better addressed with maybe a physician. Help on how to talk to them about, maybe it's not such a great idea. And then maybe turn it around and say, wouldn't you just love to have someone? It's always about changing things around. Wouldn't you want to have someone chauffeur you around?
I feel like a VIP. You're like,
sure,
feel like the president.
Yeah,
you
because
sit in the back seat, they'll drive you around.
Exactly. I mean, all these seniors that, our seniors are living longer. So as they are living longer, they like that independence,
Yeah.
and they don't want someone driving them around as well. So they'd rather drive themselves, but that's not always a safe thing to do either.
Especially when you start a little dementia start setting in and whatnot. I mean, sometimes it's hard for them to accept it because
Yes.
they want to have that independence. They will not admit to a lot of things. I mean, they be forgetting certain things, but they don't want to admit that they're having a little dementia.
Of course.
But that's when the family, love members, got to step in and say, you know what, daddy or mommy or whoever, brother, sister, we have to start doing things a little different. It's a little bit hard to kind of convince them because maybe you got to get a therapist come in and talk to them, right?
Yeah, or someone who can advocate as well that has that information on how to talk to someone about that. But I know there's a lot of seniors out there that still do drive and do not have dementia, and they're in their 90s, and I'm like, it's amazing.
Some people got it,
They do.
Some don't.
Very lucky, yes.
I want to be one of those. I
will be,
I want to keep going.
Oh, you will.
I want to keep going forever.
You will.
That's the way I believe. I believe I'm going to live forever, guys. There ain't no stopping me. I believe in myself. I believe I can do anything. No matter what it is, I'm going to do it as long as I can. Believe me, I'm going to live to be 150.
Oh,
There
love
you
it.
go.
Yay.
That's the way I feel. Mentally, that's how I feel. Maybe I'm going cuckoo thinking that way, but you
No.
know what? I'm a believer in myself. I can do anything, guys. Think positive. You can make things happen. Forget about all that negativity out there. That's where people start going the wrong way. Always think positive. Think about the good things you can do and be realistic about yourself. Think about, well, things are not always going to be on the right side. Then you got to know that sometime there's going to be a time, but we have to say, I need a little assistance. I need a little help. And that's where they reach out to you or a
Yep.
family member first
Sure.
to get things rolling,
Very much so.
Yeah,
Very much
but
so.
that's one point, Angela. I think that what you're doing, keeping these young folks out there, keep them looking young and beautiful, keeping their hair nice. The ladies, how are the ladies with their hair these days? The seniors,
They're about 80, 75, 80.
how do they like their hair done these days?
Some of them actually want some fun colors. Like I've had some that say they want me to add a little bit of purple. Or just they want to stay young and they want to feel young, like you're saying. So if you're in need of an appointment and you need us to provide our services, contact 702-573-2850.
Good. That's great. At some point that we get information out to the people out there, listening, our viewers, is it's not every day we get we're fortunate enough to have on the Joe Cortez Show people that give information like that we are today. It's so important, that the seniors get to know, there's a little hope out there. And you family members that are watching, this is why I bring on these guests on the show, because I know that there's individuals out there that need a little guidance, a little help to get them on the right track, whether it's with healthcare, with beauty, whatever, I know that this is the show to watch to get the people on the right track.
Very good.
Well, thank you for
Yes,
having us.
yes, thank you so
really
much.
appreciate
We
it.
appreciate-
It's an honor to have you guys on there because I think that our seniors out there need a lot of help, a little guidance, and young folks as well. I like to bring individuals on the show to talk about these youngsters growing up. Sometimes they're a little naive when it comes to life, the facts of life and whatnot. Sometimes we have to guide them in the right direction. But I bring people on my show here to talk a little bit about everything, whether it's law enforcement, medical, healthcare, acting, singing, whatever. I like to bring them all on the show so that people can say, I love watching the Joe Cortez Show. You guys want to watch the show, subscribe and hit the like and share it with your friends out there so we get more viewers to watch the Joe Cortez on a regular basis. I'm out here just to help out the community, get the words out there, and keep paying it forward.
Sounds great. Jim.
Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap it up here?
I think that's good. Let's keep our seniors active and,
Looking beautiful.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay, that's important, guys. I'm glad that we were able to get Ann and Angela on the show today to talk about beauty and healthcare and to guide you in the right direction, to keep you focused and paying it forward, but keep your guards up at all times because something can go wrong. Always have somebody for assistance. Now, you got the number, give your number again for healthcare.
702.
Yeah.
Gosh, I think I lost it. Calling. Just call Bright Star, our Las Vegas office.
Okay, I get it.
I'm so sorry, you guys. This is not supposed to happen. I should have memorized this by now.
Keep it okay.
Yes. 702-982-2273. And one of our team members will answer your call as quickly as they can.
Good. That's Bright Star Care.
Bright Star Care.
Here in Las Vegas. And you guys out there around the world, any place in the United States watching, get some ideas of what these young ladies are doing and to do it out in your community to keep our seniors alert and keep them sharp, beautiful, and keep them healthy. Take care, guys. See you next week. God bless you. Keep your guards up at all time. Thank you so much, young ladies.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Joe.
On the
Thank you for
show.
having us.
Take care. See you next week.